What's going on, you guys? So check it right. When pursuing a career in music, I think it's important that we all have the information on the table, so you as an upcoming artist know essentially what you're getting yourself into. Now, we as the audience used to consume music through mediums such as cassette tapes and vinyls. Then it transitioned into CDs, and now we have streaming platforms like Apple Music and Spotify. Now, you might be thinking that because it's easier to consume music due to these platforms, artists must be making a decent amount of revenue from all the streams, right? While that actually might not be the case, and I say that because Apple Music pays artists approximately 1 cent per stream for individual paid plans in the US, equivalent to about 19 cents in SA. For 1,000 streams, this is $10 or 186 Rand, and for 1 million streams, you're looking at $7,500 to $10,000 or 186,066 Rand. Now, Apple Music allocates 52% of subscription revenue to rights holders, which are labels, publishers, or distributors, with no free tier, resulting in higher per stream payouts. The rate varies by region and subscription type. So in SA, where subscription fees are lower, for example, 79 Rand and 99 cents per month for Apple Music, per stream rates may be slightly reduced but remain higher than Spotify's due to the premium-only model. Now, Spotify pays artists 0.003 to 0.005 cents on the dollar per stream on average, or about 9 cents in rands. For 1,000 streams, this is about $3 to $5 or 56 to 93 rands. And for 1 million streams, you're looking at $3,000 to $5,000 or 56 to 93,000 rands. So in comparison, Apple Music pays roughly double Spotify's per stream rate. So Spotify's larger user base being 600 million globally, including 7 million in SA, generates more streams, potentially offsetting lower rates for popular artists. Apple Music, with 88 million users, offers fewer streams but higher per stream earnings. In 2024, a report noted that Apple Music paid $6.20 per 1,000 streams and Spotify $3, highlighting the gap. For SA artists, 1 million streams on Apple Music could yield 100,000 Rand, while Spotify might pay 60,000. Now, artists, particularly SA hip-hop artists, express frustration over streaming payouts for several reasons, amplified by local economic and industry dynamics. You have lower per stream rates and insufficient income. Even Apple Music's 1 cent per stream requires millions of streams for a livable income. To earn SA's minimum wage, you're looking at 4,000 Rand per month for domestic workers. An artist needs 400,000 Spotify streams or 200,000 Apple Music streams monthly, which is a high bar for upcoming artists. Now, SA hip-hop often sees lower stream counts for non-mainstream acts. Artists like Casper Nyovest or Nasty C may achieve millions of streams, but smaller artists struggle to reach 100,000. Now, we also have revenue splits and the middleman. Royalties go to rights holders, which are labels, distributors, or publishers, who take about 50 to 80%, leaving artists with 13 to 20% or less. In SA, where many hip-hop artists sign with international or local labels, exploitative contracts are common, further reducing payouts. Now, recently it was announced that Nasty C became independent, and his decision for taking that path might have been linked to him not wanting to get the short end of the stick when it comes to the cuts he gets from his streams in comparison to what Def Jam were taking home. Now, distributors like DistroKid or TuneCore, which are popular amongst independent SA rappers, may charge fees or take cuts, and artists often see payouts like 35 cents on the dollar for 1,000 streams due to splits and low regional rates. Now, on his record, Swiss Francs, Easier Said Than Done, we had Ari say the following: "I'm going DTC from DSPs because I'm not cool with getting fractions of a fee someone established for me." Now, if you've been following Reese's career, you'll know that he uses DistroKid as a distributor for his music as an independent artist. But because he isn't satisfied with the current setup of the industry, he's more interested in taking the direct-to-consumer method, so he no longer needs to share his earnings with DistroKid, who take cuts from his streams. Now, we also have non-disclosure agreements or NDAs with labels obscure payout details, a global issue also prevalent in SA's less regulated music industry. Now, we also have Spotify's pro rata model, which pools revenue and pays based on total stream share. favoring mainstream artists like Drake or Taylor Swift, who dominate globally. SA hip-hop artists, even popular ones like Casper Nyovest and Nasty C, compete with international acts for a smaller share. Now, Apple Music's stream share model is similar, but its premium-only structure benefits artists slightly more. However, SA hip-hop artists with niche audiences lose out to global pop or Afrobeat stars. Artists advocate for a user-centric model, where a user subscription fee goes only to their stream artists, which could benefit SA acts with dedicated local fans. Now, Spotify's 31.7% global market share and growing SA presence with 7 million users gives it outside influence, but artists criticize its non-transparent royalty calculations and low payouts compared to Tidal. Apple Music's higher rates are praised, but its smaller user base limits total streams for SA hip-hop artists who rely on Spotify's reach. Now, streaming accounts for 84% of global music revenue and a growing share in SA. Where physical sales are minimal, hip-hop artists, especially independent ones, rely heavily on platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. And during the COVID-19 pandemic, SA artists lost live performance income, amplifying streaming's inadequacy. We also have streaming algorithms favoring popular artists, marginalizing emerging SA hip-hop acts. While Amapiano artists like Calvin Momo benefit from global playlists, traditional hip-hop artists struggle for visibility. Now, streaming's low payouts devalue SA hip-hop, a genre rooted in cultural storytelling and resistance. Artists invest thousands in production but see minimal returns. Now, fans pay about 75 to 80 Rand per month for unlimited music compared to the 200 to 300 Rand we used to pay for a CD in the 2000s, reducing perceived value. So even though Apple Music pays double compared to what Spotify pays, both require massive stream counts for meaningful income. SA hip-hop artists, like their global counterparts, face low payouts made even worse by label splits, free tier streams, and a pro-rata model favoring global acts. Local economic factors like lower subscription fees and high data costs further reduce earnings while streaming revenue is growing. Emerging hip-hop artists struggle to survive, without alternative income prompting complaints about an unjust system. Reforms like user-centric payments or higher minimum rates could help, but SA hip-hop's niche appeal and systematic challenges persist.